Hello darlings and welcome to a new video. So this video will be part 1 of the sword in the stone set that I did for the Nail Sugar October mood board, and in this first part you'll see me do the hand painted nail art that I did on 2 nails. So I mixed these 3 green gel polishes to get the green that I needed for the eyes of the characters. And for all the other colors, I used the solid painting gels from Model 1. So I used number 1, which is their black. By the way, excuse the dirty background, but I recorded this after finishing the full set, so my paper towel was already filled with glitter and paint from wiping my brush. Number 2 I used is the white. Number 3 is red. Number 4 is a baby pink. Number 7 is a gray. Some of these colors I didn't use on their own, but I mixed them with other colors to get a different shade. Number 8 is a nude. Number 9 is a dark fuchsia. And then number 10 is a dark purple. So like I said, I will be painting 2 characters, Madam Mim on the middle fingernail and the dragon she turns into on the thumbnail. So for these 2 nails I did a black base with the black solid painting gel. Now if I remember correctly, I only did 1 coat and I wanted to make it full coverage, so I might have made this coat a little bit too thick, because I noticed that I had some rippling on one of the nails. But because this was a background and I knew I was going to use foil over it, it didn't really matter to me. To prevent rippling, it's always best to put your color down in 2 very thin layers, curing in between, especially when using dark colors. So after curing, I'll clean the nails with some gel residue wipe-off solution, because I will be using foil glue to adhere the foil, and this glue needs to go on a clean surface. So here I'm applying the glue, which is a white liquid, and you have to wait until it goes completely transparent for it to be fully dry. So I'm trying to show you guys that on this nail there is like a tiny spot of white left in the upper right corner, so I waited a little bit longer, and at this point there's no white left, so I'm ready to apply the foil. I want to get as close to full coverage as I can, so I'm really rubbing the foil into the nail. When I'm happy with the coverage, I'll pull off the part of the foil that's left. I repeated the process on the other nail, but I don't show this because obviously it's exactly the same. So to seal in the foil, I'm using a layer of matte top coat. I'm using matte because I like a matte surface to work on for art. Now I'm not the best at drawing, so what helps me is I always use a reference to look at while I'm drawing. That's why I had the printed image, and I also always draw my image on my nail before painting. Now normally I would use a drawing pencil or graphite pencil. I really am not sure what it's called in English. Because these nails are so dark, I had to use this yellow pen to be able to see what I drew afterwards. So when I have like a rough sketch, I'll go in with paint to do the outlines. Now again, normally I would do this with black, but because this would be hard to see on these dark nails, I did it with white in this case. And this painting I'm showing you guys in a time-lapse style, because to be honest, you guys, this took me forever. To be fair, I am kind of a perfectionist, so I can spend a long time on a stupid little detail. But in the end, it was all worth it because I won the October mood board challenge with this set. I also had to cut out a lot of the footage because I don't know, but I think my camera, well, the camera on my phone was having a really bad day that day because a lot of the footage was blurry. Also, some of it was out of shot. But despite all that, I still wanted to upload this video because I felt like you can still see what I'm doing. Plus, I was really proud of this set, so I wanted to share it with you guys. So as far as brushes go, I used 2 brushes and the dotting tool. So I used a fine middle length detailing brush to do line work and fill in tighter spaces, and I used a short and less fine detailing brush to fill in larger spaces, and then I used a fine dotting tool to fill in small circular spaces. So I slowed this part of the video down a bit because I wanted to show you guys. At this point I wasn't happy with the shape of the mouth. I felt it didn't look right compared to the image that I had. So I wiped away the lines that I put on and I corrected it to what I think it should be. So I don't know why I skipped to the eyes from there, but I did the eyes first. I will be filling in the color of the mouth later. And here you can see that I wasn't happy with the way the neck area looked either, so I changed that as well. Just wanted to take a little extra time to show you guys and tell you guys that even though you have already painted some parts and cured them because I use gel paint, it's not impossible to make changes if you're not happy with what you've done. And you don't have to start all over again. So here I'm filling in the new mouth. So I had already covered up the tongue with some more of that dark color that I made for the inside of the mouth. Now I'm filling up the rest of the inside of the mouth. Touching up with the skin color. And after that I will be doing the tongue. I'm using a dotting tool for the tongue and I'm drawing it on with white first, and then I'll be using the red. This way the red will really pop and you don't have to use 3 or 4 layers of it. Everything's filled in. I'll be doing my outlining and doing some final touch-ups with color if I need to. And then we're ready to cap the nails, so I always start with a slip layer. I'll take a small amount of gel and rub it onto the nail firmly. And then I'll take a bigger blob to build up the structure of the nail. By bringing the gel down the nail, moving my brush from left to right, always trying to make sure that my brush doesn't lose contact with the gel. I have enough, so I took a little more gel and continued the process. After that, I'll usually turn the nail upside down or to the side to perfect the shape. I added another string of gel to build up my apex. I cured and then filed and buffed off camera. And then I'll wipe the nail with some gel residue wipe-off solution to clean off the dust. Then we have the dragon nail. I did the exact same steps as with the Madam Mim nail. I didn't show you me drawing the dragon with a pen because, well, you can't see it anyway. And I will be going over those lines with the white gel as well. For those of you who don't know, I quickly want to tell you guys who Madam Mim is because she is such a great character. Madam Mim is a witch in the Disney animation The Sword in the Stone, which is about King Arthur. So, of course, Merlin the Wizard is also one of the lead characters. And at some point in the movie, Merlin and Madam Mim have this wizarding duel in which they try to defeat each other by turning into different creatures, and the dragon is one of the creatures that Madam Mim turns herself into. I also want to tell you guys about the colors I used. So as I told you at the beginning of the video, I used the solid painting gels from Model 1s. On their own, I feel like these are a little bit too thick to paint with, especially when you want to do really thin lines. So I mixed them with the tiniest bit of gel polish to thin them out. So in general, I mixed the painting gels together to create colors that I needed. And I mixed with white or black gel polish to get a lighter or darker shade and to thin out the gel. I think that's pretty much all I wanted to say in this video. After finishing painting the dragon, I will also cap this nail and file and buff off camera. The top coating of these nails and the design of the other 3 nails you will see in part 2, which I will be uploading tomorrow for you guys. So as always, my lovelies, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and click the bell if you would like to be notified whenever I post a new video. Until the next one, guys, bye!